Welcome to an exploration of one of the most powerful tools in business today, storytelling. In a world overflowing with advertisements, email blasts, and direct messages, one thing stands out above all else: the ability to tell a great story. But what is it about storytelling that makes it such a powerful force in business? Whether you're a small startup or a global brand, storytelling has the power to transform the way people see your business. It can inspire, drive action, and create lasting emotional connections that turn customers into loyal fans. Storytelling has been a fundamental part of human culture for thousands of years. From ancient cave paintings to oral traditions passed down through generations, stories have always been the vehicle through which we share knowledge, experiences, and beliefs. In today's digital world, storytelling is no longer limited to books and speeches. It's on every platform, from podcasts to social media to video. The way we tell our stories has evolved, but the fundamental power of storytelling to connect people and influence behavior has remained unchanged. But why does storytelling work? What makes it so effective? Let's take a look at the science behind storytelling. Neuroscience shows us that when we hear a story, different parts of our brain are activated. We process the characters, plot, and emotions of a story in a way that makes it feel personal. A well-crafted narrative sparks emotional responses, and our brains store these stories in long-term memory, making them much easier to recall than plain facts. Think about the last time a brand story made you feel something. Whether it made you laugh, cry, or inspired you, it likely stuck with you far longer than a simple ad about a product. This emotional connection creates trust, an essential ingredient in customer loyalty. Every great story, whether told in movies, books, or business, has certain elements that make it memorable and impactful. First, there's the hero. In business, your customer is the hero of the story. It's their journey, their challenges, and their goals that your brand will help them achieve. The hero is facing obstacles that they cannot overcome alone. That's where your brand comes in. Every great story has conflict. And in business, the conflict is often the pain point or challenge your customer faces. It could be anything from a frustrating process, a lack of resources, or a complicated situation that needs solving. Your product or service is the ally, the tool that helps the hero overcome this villain. The resolution is where your customer's life changes for the better. Thanks to your product, they've solved their problem, achieved their goal, and are now in a better place. The transformation that your hero experiences is the emotional payoff for your audience. The emotional payoff for your audience. To truly engage with your audience, your story needs to be authentic. Whether it's a personal story of how your company was founded or testimonials from real customers, relatability builds trust. Customers want to know the human side of your brand. Authenticity and relatability are the cornerstones of trust. Let's take a closer look at how some of the most iconic brands have successfully used storytelling. Coca-Cola has built an entire brand on the idea of happiness and connection. Their campaigns, like Share a Coke, have turned a simple bottle of soda into a symbol of joy, togetherness, and shared moments. Patagonia took a bold step with their Don't Buy This Jacket campaign, using storytelling to reinforce their brand values of sustainability and environmental responsibility. Instead of pushing products, they told a story about responsible consumption, and protecting the planet. Dove's Real Beauty campaign was a game changer. They used real women, not models, to tell stories that reflected true beauty. This wasn't just an ad for soap. It was a call to redefine beauty standards and embrace diversity. Apple's Think Different campaign is another prime example of storytelling done right. Apple didn't just sell tech products. They sold a vision of creativity, individuality, and rebellion against the status quo. Every great story starts with purpose. What is your brand's why? Why does your company exist? Simon Sinek's concept of start with why is crucial. Your purpose should be the backbone of your story, guiding your decisions and your message. Now, let's explore how you can craft your own business story. What's the secret to creating a story that resonates with your audience? Here's a step-by-step guide. Understand your audience. What are their needs, desires, and pain points? What do they value? Use stories that are relatable. Share testimonials, customer success stories, and examples of real people experiencing your brand. The second step is to understand your audience. What are their needs, desires, and pain points? What do they value? Knowing your audience helps you tailor a story that speaks directly to their hearts and minds. Use stories that are relatable. Share testimonials, customer success stories, and examples of real people experiencing your brand. Make your audience feel that they're not alone, that your brand understands them and is there to help. Emotion is a critical part of storytelling. Whether it's humor, nostalgia, or inspiration, make sure your story evokes emotions. People remember how you made them feel. So tap into those powerful emotional triggers. Finally, your story should lead to action. A powerful story doesn't just entertain, it motivates. Encourage your audience to take the next step, whether it's purchasing, subscribing, or sharing. The power of storytelling doesn't stop at emotional engagement. When done right, storytelling drives tangible business results. Storytelling builds brand loyalty, creates deeper connections, and turns customers into advocates. It encourages engagement, increases brand awareness, and ultimately drives sales. The emotional connection established through stories turns a one-time customer into a lifelong supporter. So how do you know if your storytelling is working? There are several key indicators to watch for. Customer engagement. Are people commenting on your posts, sharing your content, and participating in your story? Brand awareness. Is your story resonating with new audiences? Are people recognizing your brand beyond just your products? Sales metrics. Are you seeing an increase in conversions? Storytelling often leads to higher sales as customers feel a deeper connection with your brand. Customer retention. Are your customers returning because of the emotional connection you've established? In a world filled with noise, storytelling is the key to standing out. It allows your business to connect with your customers on a deeper level, turning them into more than just buyers, but advocates, fans, and part of your journey. So, what's your story? Remember, your story isn't just about what you sell, it's about why you sell it and how it fits into your customer's life. And when you tell that story well, your brand will thrive,